Hello everybody, thank you so much for tuning in again today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I'm coming to you live once again from Morton Field in Reading, Massachusetts. I'm here for some Lou Tompkins All-Star League Youth Baseball action between visiting Brookline and hosting Reading Black. Brookline, of course, faced Reading's red team 2 days ago, came away with the win by a final score of 7-3. Now they'll be facing off against the Reading Black team. And while they did have different colors for it, interestingly enough, both Reading teams actually wear red. They were just divided by age, the red team being older, the black team being younger. So the younger Reading team facing off as we get ready to start the top of the first with Brookline's leadoff hitter, number 1, the second baseman, Owen Roach. And he skies the first pitch he sees. It's going out to shallow left field, and it's caught by the left fielder. So 1 pitch and 1 out to start off the top of the first for Reading Black pitcher John Vetter, as left fielder Colin Williamson caught the fly ball. Now up for Brookline, the third baseman, number 8, Rocco Shorgy. Vetter with the pitch, and he connects immediately, sends it out to right center. This one might drop, it drops. Looks like this will just be a clean single as it goes no further than that. So Rocco Shorgy stands at first, rather. So 2 pitches, 2 swings, 1 flyout, and 1 single, as this game off to a fast start with the extra hitter, number 16, Aiden Shin, coming to the plate. Vetter sets, checks the runner and fires, and another first pitch swing. This one's a grounder over to short, juggled by the shortstop, and everybody reaches safely. And now with runners on first and second and 1 out, we have the designated hitter, number 20, Jasper Reed. Brookline taking advantage of the ability to have both an extra hitter and a designated hitter in their lineup. And Vetter delivers, and it hits him. It hits the back of Reed's left shoulder as he tried to move his head out of the way of a high pitch. So every single at-bat thus far has been 1 pitch, and that's it. And now stepping in, number 15, the shortstop, Caleb McGrath. Pitch from Vetter is high, ball 1. The first pitch that Vetter has thrown that did not result in either an out or a base runner. Bases loaded, 1 out. Vetter delivers. Check swing foul by McGrath. And we got a 1-1 count. 1-1 the count. Pitch from Vetter, and that one's fouled to the backstop. So it'll be a 1-2 count. Vetter sets, winds and fires, and catches the outside corner, and McGrath goes down looking. Bit of confusion there as saw no arm signal from the umpire, but he did say strike 3. So now up the center fielder, number 22, Andrew Silverman. The pitch, I think it was in there for a strike. The umpire not pointing with his strike calls, simply expressing them verbally. This pitch from Vetter is connected. This one's flying out to deep left field. Left fielder backtracking, and he catches the 3rd out. So Brookline loads the bases very quickly in the top of the first, but cannot get any runs across. And so we'll get ready for the bottom of the first with Reading Black coming up. We'll take a look at the rest of the Brookline lineup. Starting on the mound, we have Jack Martell, number 6, pitching for Brookline today. He's not in the batting order as Brookline has both an extra hitter and a designated hitter today. Behind the plate, 1 second. I got 10 pitches.
Yep.
Sorry about that. Someone asking for the pitch count for Vetter in the top of the first. But continuing with the Brookline lineup, as I said, Martell on the mound, Annis behind the plate, number 27 Eli Rothman playing first base, Owen Roach playing second, Rocco Shorgy at third, and Caleb McGrath at short, rounding out the infield. In the outfield, we have number 12 Daniel Villa in left, we have Andrew Silverman in center, and number 71 Declan Tracy out in right field. Due up for Reading Black will be the second baseman Zach Arnold, the left fielder Colin Williamson, and the pitcher John Vetter. Brookline comes into this game with an impressive 8-2 record and a 7-game win streak. Do I have that? Nope, my mistake. I miscounted. It's an 8-game win streak and a 9-2 record. They got their 8th straight win on Monday, defeating the older Reading Red team 7-3. They trail first place Acton in the A division by half a game, as Acton is 9-2-1 with a tie. They re-secured their first place position with a win over Everett, the only winless team in the standings. Reading Black is in second to last place in the standings with a 2-8-1 record, but cannot be underestimated simply based on record, as Zach Arnold steps in for Reading Black. He shows bunt but pulls back. First pitch from Martell is hit and grounded down the third base side for a foul. So 0-1. Pitch from Martell is low for ball one. As I said, even with a record, you can't underestimate things. One of the closest games in Brookline's winning streak to this point, as the pitch comes in low. One of those closest games was a 6-4 win over Woburn, which is third to last in the A Division standings. Martell with the pitch. This one's connected on, sent out to left center. Both outfielders chasing after it, and it's caught by Villa out in left. Daniel Villa with a nice chase of the long fly ball to left center field. And we've got one down as the left fielder, number 42, Colin Williamson, steps in. Martell winds and fires. High for ball one. 1-0 pitch. This one is tipped off of the catcher's gear and behind him for strike one. One count, pitch from Martell. He swings at a low one, pops it up. This one's going out to right field. Tracy's tracking it, and he's got the catch. Tracy needed a little time to figure out where that one was, but it was a high flyer, so didn't matter much. Two down very quickly, and John Vetter, number 47, the Reading Black pitcher, now at the plate. Martell with the pitch. That one's low for ball one. Pitch from Martell. In there for strike one. We've got a 1-1 count. Martell with the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Fooled him well on that, and it's a 1-2 count. Not sure if a That was a curve or a slider, but it dropped off the table and caught Vetter looking a little foolish. The 1-2 pitch. This one is high for ball 2. Looks like he may have been hoping for that pitch to drop as well, but it hangs in the air for a high ball 2. 2-2 the count. The pitch. Swung on and connected. This is a grounder over to second, fielded by Roach, thrown to first, and that's the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Jack Martell to get things started. So after 1 inning, the score is Brookline 0, Reading Black 0. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan coming to you live from Morton Field in Reading, Mass. I'll be back after a quick between innings break. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to Morton Field in Reading, Massachusetts. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan coming to you live with this Lou Tompkins All-Star League Youth Baseball game between visiting Brookline and hosting Reading Black. We are in the top of the second of a scoreless game as Brookline comes back up to the plate, starting with the catcher, number 50, Ramsey Annis. First pitch from Vetter, in there for strike 1. Vetter sets, delivers the pitch, low for ball 1. Annis had a pretty nice game against Reading Red 2 days ago. He finished 1 for 3 with a walk and 2 runs scored. Pitch from Vetter is tipped for strike 2. Brookline had a nice bit of a rally going in the top of the first, loaded the bases with 1 out, but couldn't get any runs across. They'll be hoping for something this inning. Pitch from Vetter, swung on and popped up. This one looks like it's going to curve foul in right field, and it does. Right fielder can't catch it. So Annis stays alive, chased after a low pitch just a bit, but his pop-up goes into foul territory and out of the reach of the Reading Black fielders, so the count remains 1-2. 1-2 pitch is high for ball 2. Wind up in the pitch, connected. This is a grounder over to second, fielded cleanly and thrown over to first for a 4-3 ground out. So now coming up is the first baseman, number 27, Eli Rothman. Pitch, swung on and connected. This one's going out to right center, and it drops in front of the right fielder for a single. So another 1-pitch hit for Brookline, as now the left fielder, number 12, Daniel Villa, steps up to the plate. Vetter with the pitch, inside, ball 1. Want to know the count to Villa. The pitch, runner's going, is high for ball 2, and the throw to second is also high and gives Rothman plenty of time to steal second. So 2-0 the count to Villa, with the runner now in scoring position. As he turns around, throws back to second, and Rothman is able to get back safely. Pitch, in there for a strike, so count is now 2-1. Vetter sets, checks the runner at second, and delivers. That's low and away for ball 3. 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. That'll be strike 2. So a full count to Villa, with Eli Rothman standing at second and one out. Pitch. Swung on and missed, and Villa goes down swinging. So now with 2 down and a runner on second, up comes Brookline's lone starting lefty today, and that's Declan Tracy, right fielder, number 71. Batter checks the runner and fires. Outside for ball 1. Pitch. In there for strike 1. 1-1, now the count to Tracy. Batter checks the runner and fires. Outside for ball 2. Pitch. High and away, ball 3. Vetter just throwing everything too far outside, as he's now got a 3-1 count to Tracy. Pitch, and it's tipped to the backstop, and we've got another full count. Pitch, swung on and missed, and Brookline strands a runner again as the top of the second ends with a man on second and no runs. Brookline doing just fine at getting men on base, but struggling to get them home early. They've stranded 4 runners through 2 innings, including 3 in scoring position. But either way, Jack Martell comes back onto the mound for the bottom of the second. He'll be facing Logan Belizos, Ben Costa, and Luke Kildoff, the center fielder, the right fielder, and the shortstop for Red and Black. And catcher calls for balls in as the warm-up throws are coming to an end. And we're getting ready to start the bottom of the second inning. First up will be the center fielder, number 50, Logan Belizos. And it's our first lefty out of the Red and Black lineup. So Martell facing his first lefty hitter of this game. He winds and delivers, and we got a bunt that's going over to the third base line, fielded on a couple hops by Shorgy, thrown over to first, and he misses the throw. It's going into right field, and Belizos is going down to second. So Belizos reaches on an error, and then advances to second on the error. And now coming up, number 6, the right fielder, Ben Costa. Martell with the pitch. In there for strike 1. Martell checks the runner. Pitch. It's in the dirt, away from the catcher. He recovers but cannot throw in time. So Logan Belizos has come all the way around to third base on defensive miscues by Brookline. Now stands just 90 feet from the game's first run. Pitch from Martell. In the dirt again, ball 2. Two, 1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Martell caught him chasing a low pitch. Martell checks the runner at third. Winds and delivers. Swung on, missed, and that's the first out of the inning. Next up is number 12, the shortstop, Luke Kildoff. Pitch from Martell. Outside, ball 1. Belizos still standing at third with 1 out in the inning. Martell with the pitch. Swung on, and he skies it out to center field. This one's going to be caught by Silverman, and he chucks it home, and the runner didn't go. There's no tag up, and they didn't even try to score on a sac fly there. Instead, we've just got 2 outs in the inning. And now coming up, number 51, the third baseman, Zach Machichi. Usually when you've got a fly ball out to center field, the runner's ready to go, but a quick turnaround and throw back to the infield by Silverman saves a potential run, as the first pitch to Machichi is in there for a strike. Got a brief timeout. Machichi steps back in. 2 down, runner at third. Pitch from Martell is high for ball 1. One pitch from Martell. This time it's a low for ball 2. Martell winds and delivers. Low again. Now a 3-1 count. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and connected. This is a grounder over to short. Fielded by McGrath. Pumps, throws, and he's got him. So Reading Black strands a runner at third after advancing on multiple errors, but then goes 1, 2, 3 through the next 3 batters, strikeout, flyout, and groundout. So after 2 innings, the score is still Brookline 0, Reading Black 0. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, live from Morton Field in Reading, Massachusetts, and I'll be back after a quick break. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to Morton Field in Reading, Massachusetts. I'm Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan as we are ready to get the top of the 3rd inning underway in this youth baseball game between Brookline and Reading Black. First pitch to Owen Roach is inside for ball 1. Roach, his last time up, skied his first pitch out to left field for a flyout. This time he skies this pitch and it's lined over the shortstop. So that'll be first out of the inning. Now coming up is Rocco Shorgy. His last time up, he took his first pitch to right center for a single. He advanced all the way to third base, but could not come in to score. First pitch, and he skies this one. This one's going to shallow center. Center fielder's chasing it, and he's got it. So another first pitch swing for Shorgy. This time it results in a flyout. Now coming up is Aiden Chin. His last time up, he had a grounder to the shortstop, but reached on an error, He now stands in with 2 outs in the top of the third. Pitch from Vetter is low for ball 1. Pitch in there for strike 1. 1-1 count, the pitch, and it's fouled over the backstop for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch, swung on and connected. It's a slow dribbler over to first. Chin's trying to beat the run over there. They say he beat him. An infield single to first. You don't see a lot of those. Aiden Chin reached out and just barely caught it with the end of his bat. You could hear the awkward contact. But on a slow dribbler down to first, Aiden Chin was able to beat the pitcher to the base. And now stepping in is Jasper Reed. First pitch is low and away, blocked by the catcher from going to the backstop. And we've got a 1-0 count. Reed, his last time up, got hit in the shoulder with his first pitch and loaded the bases with 1 out, but went no further. For next pitch, runner's taking off. It's in for a strike, and the catcher decides not to throw. So it's a 1-1 count now, with Chin now standing at second. And the throw back to second, Chin dives back safely. Pitch. I think he's saying it caught the inside corner, so that'll be a 1-2 count. One-two pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Again, blocked and recovered by the catcher, and Chin remains at second. So a 2-2 count now to Reed. Pitch. It's fouled to the backstop, and Reed stays alive. 2 days ago, Jasper Reed went 2 for 3 with a double, another hit by pitch, and a run scored against Reading Red. He now faces a 2-2 count. Pitch. Swung on and missed, and that ends the top of the third. Brookline strands another runner in scoring position. And they still remain scoreless as they head to the bottom of the third, still tied at 0-0. The top of the third went as such. Owen Roach popped out to the lined out to the shortstop. Rocco Shorgy flew out to center. Aiden Chin came through with an infield single to first and stole second, but that was as far as he got as Jasper Reed struck out swinging to end the inning. Brookline has now stranded 5 runners on the bases through the first 3 innings, 4 of those runners in scoring position. So Brookline's getting the opportunities, they're just not coming through with them so far. As Jack Martell retakes the mound, he is not allowed a hit yet, but he did allow one batter to reach on an error in the bottom of the second, and then a wild pitch or pass ball, however you want to score it, allowed that same base runner to go all the way to third base. But he got the batters down 1-2-3 after that, and now he'll start off the inning against number 9, the first baseman, Dominic Pucci. So Pucci steps to the plate. Martell steps to the rubber. Winds and delivers the first pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and connected. This one's going out to right center, and it's going to drop. So I might have jinxed Martell just a bit there, saying he had yet to give up a hit. First batter he faces in the bottom of the third, he gives up a hit. So rounding out the batting order for Red and Black today is the catcher, number 6, Brendan Fox. After this, we'll go back to the top of the order. Currently, we've got a runner on first. Pitch to Fox is low for ball 1. Martell checks the runner at first. He sets. Here comes the pitch. It's high for ball 2. Martell sets. 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike 1. He's been working high with the past couple of pitches. First one went for a ball. The second one, Fox chased for his first strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Low and away for ball 3. Throw over to first. And the runner dives back safely. Bit of a dangerous throw there as it bounced in front of the first baseman, but Rothman was able to collect it and prevent any potential disaster. Now the pitch, and we've got ourselves a walk. So we get back to the top of the order with Zach Arnold. His last time up, he flew out to left field. He now has runners on first and second with nobody out. Martell with the pitch. And it's in there for a strike as Arnold was starting to step away from the batter's box. Looked like he might have been looking for a timeout and just took it too late. Either way, 0-1 now the count. Martell checks the runner at second, now delivers. It's low for ball 1. Martell sets. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and connected. This is a grounder over to second, fielded by Roach. Over to McGrath at second, and hesitates on the throw to first. Tries to pick the guy off at third, but it'll just be a fielder's choice. So Fox is out at second. Pucci goes down to third. And Arnold stands at first, as now coming to the plate is Colin Williamson. Runners on the corners and 1 out. And, oh, the runner's going, and they let him go. That was a strange play as Zach Arnold took off for second. The infielders caught him, but no throw was made as they were worried about the runner on third. And during that pitch, which was a strike, Arnold took an almost 2/3 lead from second to third. Now the pitch. Swung on and chopped down the third base side, but it's foul. The Brookline infielder is not even covering second base right now as Arnold is taking what in other situations might be considered a suicide lead off the bag. Second and third, 1 out. And we've got an 0-2 count to Williamson. Pitch from Martell. Swung on and missed, and that's out number 2. Now up is the pitcher, John Vetter. Second and third with 2 out here in the bottom of the third of a scoreless game. Vetter, his last time up, grounded out to second to end the bottom of the first. Martell with the pitch. In there for strike 1. Considering all the jams Vetter has had to get out of early this game, he would certainly like to give his team a little cushion here. Pitch. It's a high bouncer over to the third base side, fielded by Shorgy, thrown to first, and that ends the inning. Defense has been the name of the game here in this one. Through 3 innings, the two teams have stranded a combined 8 runners, and 7 of them have been in scoring position. So some stellar work from the 2 pitchers and the fielders behind them. As we finish the 3rd inning, score still Brookline 0, Reading Black 0. I'm Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, live from Morton Field, and I'll be back after a quick break. Stay tuned. And we're back, live here at Morton Field in Reading, Massachusetts. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, bringing you this youth baseball game between Brookline and Reading Black. We are going into the 4th inning now of what is a scoreless game, as Brookline starts things off with Caleb McGrath. Vetter with his first pitch, swung on and fouled to the backstop, strike 1.
Be a hitter, 15.
McGrath, his last time up, struck out looking on 4 pitches on a pitch that just caught the corner in the top of the 1st. Now he's got an 0-1 count in this at-bat. Pitch. That's low for ball 1. The 1-1 pitch. Catches the inside corner for strike 2. Grath steps out of the box, then steps back in, facing a 1-2 count. Pitch, swung on, and he skies this one. Looks like it's going to stay in the infield. Third baseman catches it. So a pop-up to third results in the first out of the inning as Andrew Silverman steps in. He is also 0 for 1. He flew out to left to end the top of the 1st. Pitch from Vetter. High and away, ball 1. 1-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. 1-1 the count. Pitch outside, ball 2. Silverman had a very nice game against Reading Red 2 days ago. 2 for 4 with a double, a run scored, and 2 RBI to help his team to the 7-3 win. Next pitch comes in and is low for ball 3. So we've got a 3-1 count as Silverman tries to get things started here for Brookline. Pitch swung on and it's grounded, fielded by the shortstop, thrown over to first, and not in time. Silverman just wins on a bang-bang play. Shortstop was pulled way over to his left on that grounder, and Silverman with the hustle to beat out the throw and put a runner on first for Ramsey Annis. His last time up, Annis grounded out to second, and Silverman's taking off. We've got a bunt, and it's fouled behind the backstop and into the woods. You don't usually see a bunt fly that far, but there it goes. And Brookline's certainly glad for it. They had the runner going immediately on the bunt, and when it pops up like that, that can be dangerous, but luckily for Brookline, it went foul. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Catches the corner for strike 2. Oh, 2 the count to Ramsey Annis. Pitcher steps off to check Silverman at first. Pitch swung on, and that's a slow dribbler, Fielded by the pitcher on his left, thrown over to first, and they got him out, but Silverman slides into third. Silverman was taking off on the pitch, I think, and while Ennis grounded into the 1-3 groundout, Silverman went to third on the play. So with 2 down, we have Eli Rothman hoping to get things started and get the first run on the board with Silverman at third. The pitch, inside, ball 1. His last time up, Rothman hit a single to right center. He'd certainly like to get another hit. As the pitch comes in, swung on and missed, strike 1. 1-1 the count. The pitch, that's high for ball 2. Pitch from Vetter, inside for ball 3. So a 3-1 count now to Rothman. Vetter winds and fires, connects on this one and fouls it down the left side for strike 2. So we got a full count, 2 outs, and a runner stands at third base in this scoreless game. The pitch, swung on, and he skies it behind the backstop for another foul ball to stay alive. Count is still full. Vetter winds and fires. Connected. This one's going up the middle. And Silverman will come in with the game's first run. Big 2-out hit by Eli Rothman finally brings in the game's first run as Brookline takes a 1-0 lead over Reading Black. Now standing to the plate is Daniel Villa. First pitch is foul to the backstop for strike 1. Eli Rothman standing at first base after delivering the first RBI hit of the game. Pitch, high and inside for ball 1. His last time up, Villa struck out swinging. Now the pitch, the runner goes, ball's outside, throw is high to second base, gets away from the second baseman briefly, but the shortstop backs him up as Rothman easily steals second. So 2-1 the count as Rothman now stands in the scoring position. Pitch, high and outside, that'll be ball 3. Pitch, inside, and that'll be a walk. So 2 men on, and now stepping up is Declan Tracy. His last time up, he struck out swinging to end the top of the second. He now has runners on first and second with 2 down. Pitch, in there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed, and Tracy is in a quick 0-2 hole. Vetter checks the runner at second, delivers, reaches out and grounds it. It's a slow dribbler over to third, fielded by the third baseman. The throw down to first, gets him. Tracy was bringing the hustle, hoping to extend the inning, but couldn't quite do it. So while Brookline strands a pair of runners again, this time they managed to get a run across first. So Brookline now with a 1-0 lead as we prepare for the bottom of the 4th. Eli Rothman looking like the offensive player of the game thus far. 2 for 2 with an RBI and 2 stolen bases. And now Jack Martell steps back onto the rubber for his 4th inning of work. Through the first 3 innings, he's given up 1 hit and 1 walk, both of which came in the bottom of the 3rd. But he and the fielders behind him have gotten out of every single jam. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we've got a defensive substitution for Brookline. Looks like number 18, Jake Levin, has come in for Tracy in right field. So, a defensive substitution for Brookline, as Martell will be facing the middle of the lineup.
Just so you got the 2 subs, so you want to give it 2?
I heard 1. I saw 1. Levin for
Golding,
Tracy.
Yeah, and then Golding for Villa and left.
Got it. Thanks. So another defensive substitution for Brookline as Brage Golding replaces Daniel Villa in left field. Stepping up to the plate is Reading's lone lefty. That is Logan Belazos. His last time up, he reached on an error on a bunt. And on this one, he swings on the first pitch, lines it out to left. Nice job as Golding lays out for the catch. So Brage Golding immediately paying dividends on that defensive substitution. As next up after Belazos is Ben Costa. Pitch swung on and it's sent out of left field again. Did he catch it? No, he didn't. And Costa runs down to second. That was a difficult play. Golding tried to be the hero again. Instead, the ball skipped past him on the attempted dive, and Ben Costa got to trot down to second. So now up is Luke Kildoff with a runner on second and 1 out. Martell stepped off the bag, turned around to throw, but none of the fielders were there. Either way, Costa dove back safely. Now Kildoff steps back into the box. Martell checks the runner a couple of times. Winds and delivers. This one's connected on. It's skied out to deep center. Silverman's chasing. It's over his head. This one might bring in a run. Looks like this one's going to go for 2, and the runner is going to come in. And just like that, Reading Black has tied this game. Luke Kildoff with the big RBI double to center field, and Ben Costa comes in to score the game-tying run. Score is 1-1. Now up is Zach Machichi. Pitch is fouled off for strike 1. So a couple of first pitch swings go flying into the outfield, and both result in extra bases. Now we got an 0-1 count to Machichi. Pitch. Skies this one down the left side, and I think that one's going to go foul. So 2 foul balls, and Machichi faces an 0-2 count. Martell checks the runner and fires. He swings and bloops this one out shallow left, and it's going to drop. The throw down to third. It goes over the third baseman's head, backed up by Ennis at the catcher position, but Machichi runs down to second on the throw. So Kildoff goes to third, and Machichi goes to second on the throw. And now up is Pucci. Dominic Pucci, who last time up got the first hit off of Martell. He He now has runners at second and third with 1 out. Pitch from Martell in the dirt, but blocked by Ennis. That'll be ball 1. Pressure on Ennis right now. If he doesn't block any off pitches by Martell, it could result in the go-ahead run. The 1-0 pitch is high for ball 2. Martell winds, delivers the 2-0, high and inside for ball 3. Dominic Pucci facing a 3-0 count. Runners on second and third, 1 out. Pitch. Oh, they're saying it was outside for ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk for Pucci, as now Brendan Fox comes up, and we've got a meeting at the mound. Looks like we'll be seeing a pitching change here. With the bases loaded and 1 out of what is once again a tie ball game. And it looks like after the meeting for now, they're going to leave Martell on the mound.
Come on, Brookline.
They've got Jasper Reed warming up behind the dugout. So a possible reliever there. But for now, it's still Martell. He sets. First pitch to Fox is swung on and fouled behind him for strike 1. Brookline coach talking about the potential for a double play, but also warning them about the slow grass. It makes double plays a lot more difficult to pull off. We got to throw down to third. They got him! Oh my goodness! A nice sort of falling tag by Rocco Shorgy as Martell picks off the runner. Pitch is high for ball 1. So now we've gone from bases loaded 1 out to first and second 2 outs and a 1-1 count to Brendan Fox. Pitch in the dirt. It skips away from Ennis. That's going a ways back, and the runners each advance. We've now got second and third. So Machichi goes to third, Pucci goes to second, and just like that, second and third with 2 outs. Situation has changed twice without the batter putting the ball in play. The 2-1 pitch is high, and it gets away from Manis again. This one's going to the backstop, and a runner is coming in to score.
Come on, guys.
So back-to-back wild pitches by Martell, and Machichi comes in to score. Pucci goes to third, and Redding now leads 2-1, and we've got a runner on third with 2 down. 3-1. It's skied and over the backstop. So a foul ball, that'll be strike 2. So the count is now full. Pitch from Martell, swung on and connected, grounded, fielded by McGrath. He throws over to first, and he's got him. So a 6-3 ground out puts an end to a difficult inning for Brookline. 2 runs scored, courtesy of some big hits as well as a few pitching mistakes. And now Brookline trailing Reading Black 2-1. Things have certainly shifted from the original momentum of that first inning when Brookline loaded the bases on 4 pitches. As after some struggles to score, they were finally able to get on the board in the top half of the 4th. But now in the bottom half, Reading has responded. So we're through 4 innings. The score is Reading Black 2, Brookline 1. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, live at Morton Field. I'll be back after a quick break. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back. I'm Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, still live at Morton Field in Reading, Massachusetts, as we get ready to start the 5th inning of this youth baseball game between Brookline and Reading Black. Reading Black just took the lead out from under Brookline's feet the previous inning, now leads 2-1 as Brookline comes up with the top of their lineup, starting with Owen Roach. First pitch from Vetter is low for ball 1. Roach so far 0 for 2. He flew out to left to start the top of the 1st and popped up to the shortstop to start the top of the 3rd. Pitch. Catches the inside corner, strike 1. Now the pitch. Swung on, it's a dribbler over to 3rd. Roach is running for it. Third baseman pumps, throws, and they just catch him in time. So a 5-3 ground out. And we've got 1 out in the inning. The high and slow grass of the Reading infield turns just about every grounder into a potential infield single, so players have to hustle on those plays. As now Rocco Shorgy steps in and takes the first pitch for a strike.
Again, Rocco.
Pitch. Inside, ball 1.
Good eye.
Shorgy 1 for 2 today. Pitch, he grounds it. This one's going over to shortstop. It's a high hopper. It's grabbed and thrown out. So I say high hopper, but it's really more like a medium hopper. But for this field, that could almost be considered a high hopper. Either way, ground out, second out of the inning. Now Aiden Chin steps to the plate. Trying to get something started with 2 outs. The pitch from Vetter is low for ball 1. His last time up, Chin managed to leg out an infield single to 1st. Pitch. Catches the inside corner, strike 1. Chin has reached base on both of his at-bats, though the first one was on an error by the shortstop. Pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2. So Chin has gotten on base twice without getting the ball out of the infield. The 1-2. He skies this one out to the outfield. Right fielder is chasing it, backtracking. He drops it. Chin is running for second. This one might be a close play at second base, and Chin slides in safely as the throw was wide. And now Jasper Reed steps into the box with a runner on second and 2 outs. Vetter turns around, throws back to second. That one was a close one, but Chin dove back safely. Of course, Brookline was able to get a big pickoff play last inning that saved a run. Vetter now with the pitch. Catches the high inside corner, strike 1.
Not you, kid, not you.
Pitch. That one is inside for ball 1. Vetter likes working that inside corner against the righty hitters. So 1-1 now the count. Pitch. High and inside for ball 2. Jasper Reed, his last time up, struck out swinging to end the top of the 3rd. The at-bat before that, he got a hit by a pitch. Now this pitch, he swings and misses, strike 2.
Let's go, Jasper.
We got Jasper. Hey, come on, Jasper. We need this one. All right, watch his tempo.
Vetter sets, delivers, swung on and connected. This is a grounder foul down the 3rd base side. So Reed stays alive. Count remains 2-2.
Good, 20.
Vetter checks the runner at second, delivers. And this one's fouled down the left side again. So Reed putting up a fight in this at bat
Another good
with the
contact.
tying run at second base.
Let's go, Jasper.
Pitch from Vetter. Swung on and missed, and that ends the inning. So Brookline strands a runner at second as their offensive woes continue. Score after 4.5 is Reading Black 2, Brookline 1. We head into the bottom of the 5th, and we'll be seeing the top of Reading's lineup, starting with Zach Arnold, then Colin Williamson, and then the pitcher, John Vetter. Their last time up, those 3 came on with runners on first and second and nobody out, and went down in order to end the threat in the bottom of the 3rd. And this time they'll be facing a different pitcher, as Brookline is sending Jasper Reed out to replace Jack Martell. So Martell ends the night with 4 innings pitched and 2 earned runs, all of them in his most recent inning. By all accounts, a solid outing, but in a game this tight, where the offenses just aren't flowing, 1 bad inning can be all it takes. As I said, he had the nice pickoff play at third that most certainly saved a run, but then he followed that up with back-to-back wild pitches that would go on to cost them the go-ahead run. So as the warm-up pitches come to an end, we get ready to start the bottom of the 5th, starting with Zach Arnold. His last time up, Arnold grounded into a fielder's choice in the bottom of the 3rd, and before that he flew out to left in the bottom of the 1st. So 0 for 2 as of right now. Jasper Reed sets, delivers his first pitch, swung on and connected. This is a grounder over to second. Roach has it, throws, he's got him. So 1 pitch and 1 out. As a relief pitcher coming in midway through a close game, you certainly like to get outs that fast. So now stepping in is Colin Williamson. Pitch from Reed is low for ball 1. Williamson also 0 for 2 thus far. In the bottom of the 3rd, he struck out swinging, and in the bottom of the 1st, he flew out to right. Now he's showing bunt. He bunts a pop-up. Ennis is chasing it. Oh, could not reach it. Just out of his reach. So a 1-1 count. A dangerous bunt attempt by Williamson almost cost his team an out there. Reed with the 1-1 pitch. He shows bunt again and fouls it to the backstop this time. So back-to-back foul bunts by Colin Williamson. He's now facing a 1-2 count. Probably won't be showing bunt at this stage. Reed sets the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and he goes down swinging. So John Vetter coming to the plate with 2 outs. He's also 0 for 2 thus far. As Reed sets, delivers the first pitch, catches the inside corner for strike 1. His last time up, Vetter grounded out to third to end the bottom of the third. Before that, he grounded out to second to end the bottom of the first. Pitch from Reed. Swings and hits a hopper over to second. It skips past Roach. So Vetter reaches first on the error at second base. And now we have Logan Belazos up at the plate, the lone lefty of Red and Black's lineup. Reed checks the runner at first, winds and fires, runner goes, Annis throws down to second. The play at second is dropped by the shortstop. Pitch itself was just outside for ball 1, so we've got a 1-0 count with a runner at second. Pitch from Reed, reaches out and fouls it to the left side. 1-1 now the count. Reed checks the runner and fires. This one is fouled to the right side for strike 2. So 1-2 the count, 2 down, runner at second. Pitch from Reed is outside for ball 2. Vetter was showing a big lead off of second. Reed checks the runner, fires. This one is fouled to the left side. Golding chasing it, but doesn't have nearly enough time to get there. So 2-2 still the count. Reed with the pitch. This one's grounded over to first. It takes a weird hop off the bag and gets away from Rothman. It's going into right field. Picked up by the right fielder, chucked in for home, and the runner comes in to score. But now the runner's trying to go down to second, and they catch him. So the inning ends on what I would personally score as a single off the first base bag that allowed Vetter to score from second, but Belazos is thrown out trying to stretch it to second, ending the inning, but not before Reading extends the lead to 3-1. So 2 innings left, and the score is Reading Black 3, Brookline 1. I'm Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, live at Morton Field, and I'll be back for the 6th inning after a short break. Stay tuned. And we're back at Morton Field in Reading, Massachusetts. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, bringing you this youth baseball action between Brookline and Reading Black. And we start out the top of the 6th inning with Brookline's Caleb McGrath. He shows bunt on the first pitch, pulls back, and they call it a strike. Either he didn't pull back in time or it just caught the high inside corner. Reading Black currently leading Brookline 3-1, looking for a major upset. Pitch, McGrath skies it. This one's going to stay in the infield, and it's caught by the first baseman for the first out of the inning. The Brookline offense has been struggling to put runs on the board. And we had a...
Okay, 22, get something started.
And the umpire from behind the plate takes a minute to give a bit of a warning to the Brookline dugout as the first pitch to Andrew Silverman is in the dirt for ball 1. So 1-0 the count to Silverman. Pitch, he shows bunt. He lays down the bunt this time. He's taking off for first. And he gets there safely.
All right, Andrew.
A weird play as the pitcher had to hesitate on the throw. The second baseman was late covering first as the first baseman charged in. Looked like a bit of confusion there. But either way, the throw was in the dirt. Hard to say whether or not Silverman would have beat it. Either way, runner on first, and Ramsey Annis steps in. First pitch is outside for ball 1. So a runner on first base, 1 out. Pitch. Inside for ball 2. Silverman is dancing off of first base, but didn't go anywhere. Now the pitch, Silverman taking off, and he calls it high ball 3. No, he calls it a strike for strike 1 as Silverman steals second once again, this time with no throw. So 2-1 the count. Pitch to Annis. He skies this one over the backstop. That'll be a foul ball for strike 2. So Silverman, with 3 stolen bases thus far, he's very consistently put himself into scoring position, but he has yet to be knocked in. Or maybe I might be mixing him up. Pitch to Annis is fouled to the backstop. Count remains 2-2. Yes, Silverman actually scored Brookline's lone run. I was mixing him up with Eli Rothman, who hit him in. But either way, 1 out, 2-2 count. Silverman at second. The pitch, and it's a grounder back to the pitcher. He barehands it, throws it over to first, and he gets Annis in time. We had a light collision at first base, but it looks like it's just going to be an out as Silverman goes to third and sets things up again for Eli Rothman.
Eli.
And it looks like in the meantime we'll have a pitching substitution here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. So we'll see who this new pitcher is as he starts warming up. And it'll be Colin Williamson moving in from left field to replace John Vetter. Vetter leaves 1 inherited runner at third base here with 2 down in the top of the 6th and his team leading 3-1. So Vetter is on the docket to earn the win if the score remains the same. Once again, Brookline fighting for a chance at first place in the A Division standings against a team that came in here with a 2-8-1 record. The second place team against the second to last place team. And right now it's the second to last team with the lead. So Williamson finishes his warm-up pitches, and Eli Rothman steps in, hoping to continue his work from his last at-bat, where he hit a single to center that scored Silverman for Brookline's first run. Now with an identical situation, the first pitch, he swings and he skies this one out to the left side. It seems to be in foul territory. 3 fielders were chasing it, but no one can catch it. So instead, just a foul ball into an awkward place that none of the 3 fielders chasing it could quite track it down. So instead, a harmless 0-1 count. As Rothman gets another chance to try and put a dent in the Reading lead. Williamson sets, pitch, he swings and connects. This is a grounder over to shortstop. It's bobbled by the shortstop, and it looks like Rothman's going to reach safely, and Silverman will score.
Here we go, Brady.
So now coming up is the lefty hitter, Brage Golding. He replaced Daniel Villa in left field. Now he's getting his first at-bat, the pitch. He lays down a bunt down the third base side. The pitcher trips. Golding might reach. He reaches. And there was nobody covering third. So Rothman races down to third. So Golding reaches on an error by the pitcher. Rothman goes down to third as no one was covering. And it looks like we might have another pitching substitution. After just 2 batters and 2 reaches on some slight defensive miscues, we now have Jake Levin set to come to the plate for his first at-bat after he replaced Declan Tracy. The score is 3-2 in favor of Reading. Runners on the corners. 2 outs. And Jake Levin standing at the plate with the tying run 90 feet from home. They stick with Williamson on the mound. First pitch, swung on. He skies this one deep out to left center. Center fielder's chasing it. Looks like he's got under it, and he catches it. So a dangerous long fly ball ultimately falls harmlessly into the glove of the center fielder, and that ends the inning. Brookline strands runners at first and third, but still manages to bring in a run and cuts Reading Black's lead to 3-2. We've got an excitingly close game here at Morton Field in Reading, Mass. As Reading Black on the cusp of a big upset win over Brookline, but we've still got an inning and a half left to play. And Jasper Reed returns back to the mound for his second inning of work. Last inning, an error and a weird bounce off the first base bag led to another run for Reading, which is a lot more crucial now that Brookline has chipped away at that lead. Current score, Reading Black 3, Brookline 2. Coming up to the plate first will be Ben Costa, who hit effectively a double to left field. It was a tough play. Brage Golding tried to be a hero out in left field on that play. Couldn't quite make the dive, and the ball skipped past him for extra bases. After that was Luke Kildoff, who drove in his team's first run with a double to deep center. And then next will be Zach Machichi in the hole for this inning. He hit a single to left his last time up. But first off is Costa. He'll be hoping to start a rally again this inning so that he can expand his team's lead before the final inning. First pitch from Reed is high for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. It's low and he skies it. This one's staying in the infield. It's in foul territory, but caught by Shorgy at third for the first out. There are a few different fielders chasing after that one, but Shorgy called for it. They backed off and he got the easy catch for the first out. Now up is Luke Kildoff, who had the RBI double center field his last time up. First pitch, he skies this one back out to center, but it's caught by Caleb McGrath, so a bit too much air under that pop-up to shallow center, and McGrath chases it down for the second out. So now stepping in is Zach Machichi. Like I said, he had a single to left his last time up. Reed with the pitch, swung on and fouls it down the right side. 0-1 the count. Reed shakes off one pitch, nods at another, now delivers. That one is high for ball 1. The 1-1 pitch from Reed. This one is skied in foul territory. That's going to go over the backstop for strike 2. One and two, 2 outs. Pitch from Reed. He connects on this one. This one's flying out to right field. It looks like it's going to stay fair. It is. Collected in right by Levin. He chucks it back into the infield and holds Machichi to a single. So Machichi trying to make some noise late here in the bottom of the 6th, as now Dominic Pucci comes to the plate with a runner on first and 2 down. Reed with the pitch, swung on and tipped into the catcher's glove for strike 1. Reed sets. The 0-1 pitch in the dirt, but blocked by Annis. 1-1 now the count. Reed sets. 1-1 pitch. Inside, ball 2. Wind up in the pitch. He skies this one out to right center. Levin's going back, chasing after it. Can he turn around and catch it? He can't catch it. Throw comes back in. Runner's rounding third, heading for home. The throw to the plate. They got him. Dominic Pucci with a long single out to deep right that Levin couldn't quite track down, but he recovered quickly, threw it into the infield. Eli Rothman, the cutoff man, was almost surprised that the runner had rounded third and was headed for home, but he had plenty of time to throw him out. So Machichi gets thrown out at home to end the bottom of the 6th. And with 1 inning left in regulation, the score is Reading Black 3, Brookline 2. So Brookline's winning streak of 8 straight games, as well as their chance at first place in the division, is now on the line, as they'll be sending out the top of their lineup for the last inning of regulation, starting with Owen Roach, then Rocco Shorgy, and then Aiden Chin. Roach, his last time up, grounded out to third in the top of the fifth. Before that, he popped out to short in the top of the third and flew out to left in the top of the first. Roach has led off every odd-numbered inning for Brookline thus far, as the back end of the lineup has managed to put things together a few times, but has always ended with the 10th and final batter. Now we start the top of the seventh. First pitch from Williamson is high for ball one. 1-0 the count. The Brookline dugout is getting into it. Pitch is high for ball two. Roach has been swinging at a lot of first pitches today, but this time he's waited on 2 balls to start this at bat. Pitch outside, ball three. So big hitters count here, 3-0 to start the inning. Pitch from Williamson is high for ball four. So Brookline starts it off with a 4-pitch walk. And any Sabermetrics fan will tell you just how much the odds of scoring improve when you get that leadoff hitter to first base. So a big step for Brookline as now Rocco Shorgy steps to the plate. Pitch, Roach takes off, Shorgy lays down a bunt. Pitcher fields it, throws to first, gets him easily, but the sac bunt moves Roach into scoring position with 1 out. So now Aiden Chin stepping to the plate with 1 out and the tying run at second base. Williamson checks the runner and delivers. Swung on and he connects on it. This one's flying deep out to left, but the left fielder is under it for out number 2. And just like that, we are down to the final out. Jasper Reed, the relief pitcher and cleanup hitter, stepping to the plate, hoping to keep this game going. A base hit to the outfield could score the tying run, but an out ends the game. Williamson with the pitch. It's low for ball one. Pitch. It's in the dirt again, ball two. Reed so far today 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch on his first at-bat, struck out swinging each of the next 2 at-bats. He now faces a 2-0 count with the game on the line. Williamson with the pitch. He swings and it's a dribbler right in front of the plate. This could be it. The throw to first. They got him. So that's your ball game. As the final score, Reading Black 3, Brookline 2. Brookline's 8-game winning streak comes to an end. Their record falls to 9-3 on the season. After a big win over Reading's older red team, the younger Reading Black team has to feel pretty good about this one, as they get the big upset win over second place Brookline. Before we wrap up this broadcast, just a quick recap of how this game played out. Top of the first, Brookline loaded the bases on 4 pitches after a flyout, single, a reach-on error, and a hit-by pitch, all 1-pitch at-bats, but then afterwards a strikeout and a flyout ended the inning with the bases loaded. In the bottom of the first, starting pitcher Jack Martell sent the batters down in order to keep the game scoreless. In the top of the second, Eli Rothman hit a single to right center and stole second base, but got no further as back-to-back strikeouts ended the threat. In the bottom of the second, Logan Belazos reached on an error on an attempted bunt, and advanced to second on the error, then advanced to third on a wild pitch, but he was held there as Martell buckled down and got the next 3 batters out. In the top of the third, Aiden Chan got an infield single and stole second, but a strikeout ended that inning. Bottom of the third, Redding Black once again got a runner all the way to third base, this time courtesy of a single, a walk, and then a fielder's choice. But then a strikeout and a ground out ended that inning, again with no score. Top of the fourth, we finally saw the first score of the game. Andrew Silverman legged out an infield single to short, then advanced to third on a ground out by Ramsey Annis, and then Eli Rothman hit a single to center to score the first run. Daniel Villa drew a walk to put runners at first and second, but then a ground out ended the inning. In the bottom of the fourth, Redding came in and got a runner on second on a double to left on a failed diving catch. Then Luke Kildoff hit the RBI double to center to score Ben Costa and tie the game. Zach Machichi hit a single, and though he was thrown out on trying to stretch it out to second, he stretched it to second on the throw as Kildoff advanced to third. A walk loaded the bases, and while Martell had a nice pickoff throw to get Kildoff at third, a pair of wild pitches allowed Machichi to score the go-ahead run. A ground out to short ended that inning. In the top of the fifth, once again, Chin reached on an error with 2 outs and advanced to second on an error in right field, but another strikeout ended that threat. In the bottom of the fifth, Jasper Reed came in for Martell on the mound, and then an error at second base and a single that bounced off the first base bag allowed another run to score for Redding, although the batter was thrown out at second. That was once again Logan Belizos, who got the single off the bag, but was then thrown out trying to advance to second. In the top of the sixth, Brookline managed to get in another run. Silverman reached on an error at first, stole second, advanced on a ground out by Ennis once again, and then Eli Rothman reached on an error at short, allowing Silverman to score, making the score 3-2. But that would be the last run of the game, although Brookline did manage to get runners on the corners in the top of the sixth. Jake Levin flew out to end the top of the sixth. In the bottom of the sixth, Redding managed to get some runners on, but Zach Machichi was thrown out at home to end the inning. Then in the top of the seventh, Owen Roach led off with a walk, advanced to second on a sacrifice bunt by Shorgy, but then a flyout and a ground out to the catcher ended the game. So a runner stranded in scoring position in every single inning for Brookline. Just a tough day at the plate for them as they are held to 2 runs. The last game of the regular season takes place tomorrow. That is a makeup game on the road against Medford, as Brookline will continue to fight for the best possible position come playoff time. Well, for all of you listening, I'm Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, live from Morton Field in Reading, Massachusetts. Thank you for listening, and have a good night.